Welcome to FoQus with Deb Pearce. I'm going to be your host for the next half an hour, coming to you from Woody's on Church Street. It's a bar that you've probably seen on television, a little show called Queer as Folk. Now, on today's show, we're going to talk about a few different subjects. We're going to talk to Sherry from the Friends for Life bike rally. We're also going to talk to a lot of artists, a filmmaker. We're going to talk to Lesbian Lou, who's an artist in her own right. She's an artist on the side, but also a lesbian radio personality. So that's going to be really exciting. Right now, I want to take you to meet Scott and Tim from the Inside Out Film Festival. Let's go meet them. I'm inside a theater because we're talking theater. We're talking about the Inside Out Festival, and I'm here with Tim and Scott. And what are your roles and positions with this festival?
Hi, Deb.
Hi.
My role is Marketing and Education Coordinator.
Okay, and
I'm the Executive Director.
sort of kahuna-ish. You guys are the big,
I'm very big kahuna.
the big week. You're kind of a big deal. Well, thanks for
Kinda.
taking time out of your schedule to be on FoQus today. So when we talk about, because we're talking a lot about arts today on FoQus, let's talk about the umbrella term that is Inside Out then. Because I'm told that it's not just one thing now. There's a few different projects.
Right.
Okay.
So Inside Out is a not-for-profit organization, and we manage 4 initiatives throughout the year. One is the Toronto LGBT Film and Video Festival.
Okay.
We also have an Ottawa-Gatineau LGBT Film and Video Festival. We also run a queer video mentorship project, which is really interesting. We take 8 youth and we mentor them through the production of their first short film. And we also manage a scholarship fund.
Right on. And so, Scott, as the executive director, you're no stranger to Inside Out. You've been with them for quite some time now. So how have you seen the festival morph over the last number of years?
It's changed a lot, and it's stayed the same in certain respects too. It very much is about bringing our communities together and giving them the opportunity to, be entertained, learn about what's going on within our communities here locally as well as around the world. It's an opportunity to talk about film and to see the best in Canadian and international, queer film and video.
And that brings me to my next question about film and video. So it's based here in Toronto and always has been, but you do accept from all over the world. So why do you think that this festival is important? Like, straight identified people might be like, we don't have a straight identified film festival. Why the queer identified film festival? Why do you think it's important?
Well, I think it's important for a couple of reasons. One of them being that there aren't that many outlets for queer film. So this is an important institution in Toronto, I think, and in Canada, and around the world.
What are some of the films, Scott, if you can just brag for a moment, some of the films that we might know of now that may have got at their start here with you guys?
Oh, there's tons of
Name
classic from
drop.
queer cinema. People like Gus Van Sant. In our very first film festival, we played Malinoche, one of his early films back in 1991. Lisa Chodolenko and High Art, who recently was nominated for an Oscar for The Kids Are All Right. John Grayson, some homegrown talent, Patricia Rozema, Rose Troche, the list goes on and on. Queer filmmakers really, not just for Inside Out, but for film festivals around the world, utilize these festivals as their launching pads and as a place to have their work seen by their community and, really work on their careers and their careers flourish through the festival circuit.
So Tim, you're in charge of marketing. How do people hear about you guys? What website can they go to?
Well, they can go to insideout.ca, and our festival dates are the 19th through the 29th of May.
All right, and that's for this year.
That's for this year.
All right. Fantastic. I'll be there. I'll be the queer. That doesn't rhyme with what?
With
bells on. See what you did there. I'm standing here with Sarah and Kathy, and they don't know what I'm going to ask them, do you?
No idea.
And you're really happy to be on camera, aren't you?
Not really.
Oh, yeah. You're like, no makeup! And you think you've got bad hair. It's fantastic hair.
It's a little bit off today.
Okay, so I'm standing here with my friend Ricardo, and but you can introduce yourself to everyone. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Ricardo.
And he's so shy, and I'm holding his back because I think he's going to pass out. If somebody was making a film about your life, who would you want to play you?
Ask her first. I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Can I be on the set?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Nice.
For you? I don't know. I'm really bad with names. Are names important?
Not in bed, really.
Oh, Rafe.
Ray Fiennes.
Absolutely. So handsome.
He is beautiful.
A little sullen, but that's okay.
You have to answer for yourself. I can't.
Jodie Foster, maybe? I don't know.
Pink and Jodie Foster. Gayest movie ever!
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus!
Only me, darling. Nobody else could play me.
Oh my God, so you would delve into film just to play you in a film?
Definitely.
Would it be an action or a softcore?
How about a mixture?
How about that? You're a good sport. And I find that, what? I guess you're not supposed to talk in a theater, so I might as well just interview this young, emerging filmmaker, Kenji Takawa. Let's talk about some of your art as a filmmaker, and you've got a poetry collection that you're working with.
Yep.
Let's tell the world about you.
Okay, well, I just got accepted to the Inside Out Queer Video Mentoring Project.
Nice.
So a couple of seniors and a few youth have been accepted to this project, and we're being mentored through how to make our film.
What's it called and what's it about?
It's called How to Stop a Revolution, and it's a love story, but it's a tragedy. What else would I write? Something sad. And it's about two racialized queer folks who, it's sort of an allegory for our larger community that there's this process of divide and conquer that happens, unfortunately. So how that stops us from being able to fight and contribute to revolution.
So what are you learning through this that you wouldn't otherwise have learned if Inside Out hadn't grabbed onto you?
Everything. I wouldn't have learned any of it. Sort of the basics of film technique, how to work the camera, stuff to do with audio, editing software, getting your film distributed, sort of what you need to know about distributors and things like that. Yeah, I wouldn't have learned any of that if it wasn't for Inside Out. So.
And let's talk about your poetry.
Okay.
How does that? How did that come to pass? What do you write about?
Well, right now I'm writing. I'm working on a couple of different projects. The first one is a collection of poetry based on, I guess, exploring why Japanese Canadians like myself we're one of the oldest communities of color in Canada, but we're one of the least visible and cohesive. And there's very specific reasons that have to do with that. So I'm trying to figure that out for myself and document that journey through poetry.
Can I put you on the spot because we didn't talk about this before the interview? But can you recite some of your words for me? Just off the top of your head.
Oh gosh. Okay.
No pressure.
So here's a short one.
Okay.
It's called On the Figurative Use of Blindness and Lameness in Poetry. And it goes like this. Those of us flipping through magazines, sloshing beer-handed, cutting out paper patches and crutches, drunk pasting them all over our poetry, fear the scissors might mutiny and cut off our legs and eyes. But all three dimensions sprout smiles, laugh at our white knuckles, being keen and competent, being blind and lame already. I think I forgot a line in there somewhere.
Okay, so it's nice and light what you write about. Wow, fantastic. How young are you?
24.
Wow, you're an old soul.
This is my last chance to get into the program before I turn 55, so I'd have to wait. So I'm glad I got in.
That would be patience. That would be patience.
Something, yeah.
Well, Kenji, we will look for your name at Inside Out, and we will look for your name in the future in film. Kenji Takawa, seen here first. I don't know if you've done other interviews. Have you done other interviews?
No.
Okay, so premiere interview right here. You saw me here first. Thank you,
Thank
Kenji.
you.
Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.